So we're here at Kenan Stadium here in beautiful Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And we're gonna go inside the stadium, watch the game, try all the food, show you guys around campus, and do a review on UNC. So far we've had a great time, so let's get into it. So we're here in Chapel Hill at the Mediterranean Deli. It was recommended on Reddit that this was the best place to get food pre-game. So it's a little bit different than what maybe is normal food in North Carolina, but we're gonna try it and we're gonna review it. This is the Mediterranean chicken. Looks pretty good, honestly. Let's give it a bite, I guess. Get some rice with it.
Okay, how is it?
It's good. It tastes kind of like, I don't know.
Mid?
Mid. Here we're at Kenan Stadium, considered one of the most beautiful campuses and stadiums in the country. The team originally played at Emerson Field back in the early 1900s, which had a capacity of about 2,400 people, which obviously isn't enough over time. So they ended up constructing Kenan Stadium. Construction finished on it back in 1927, which held about 45,000 people. In the 1960s, they added the upper decks, which made it about 60,000 total capacity. In recent renovations, they've put in the stadium seating to replace the bleachers, which reduced the capacity from about 60,000 to around 50,000 today, which less people, but it's a lot more comfortable in my opinion. It's a lot better experience for the fans. And then in 2019, they replaced the natural grass with AstroTurf, which is what we see now, which looks good, but I like the aesthetic of the natural grass in my opinion. And then you can see in the far end zone, what they call the blue zone is a new facility that they added back in 2011, which is basically a training facility for the student athletes, a visitor's locker room. Also added about 3,000 seats and made it a whole bowl in here. So overall, the stadium looks awesome. Parts of it look a little bit older than others, but overall a good stadium. Here we are at the statue of Charlie Choo Justice. One of the most famous, well not most famous, but one of the most well-known locally UNC football players. Charlie was born in Asheville, North Carolina, nicknamed Choo Choo by his coaches because they said he ran like a freight train. His senior year in high school, he averaged 25 yards per carry and led his team to beating his competition 400-6. He originally committed to UNC for two reasons. One, because he thought that local athletes should represent their state universities, and two, him being a war vet from World War II, had a GI Bill which allowed him to go to college for free, and UNC was the only college that allowed him to give a scholarship to his wife. He was a running back for the Tar Heels from 1946 to 1949, and in that time, he finished with 2 All-Americans and 2 runner-up to the Heisman Trophy. He actually got a street named after him here in Chapel Hill. UNC is no stranger to great football players. Some notable names to graduate from USC has been Lawrence Taylor, Julius Peppers, Jeff Saturday, Greg Ellis, Vonnie Holliday, Hakeem Nicks. So they have a great history of defensive ends here. A lot of great players to come through this school.
Go.
So first on the list, we got a salted pretzel. They didn't have cheese for some reason, which I'm gonna have to dock points for. We did get Dijon mustard. Let's give it a bite. Extremely salty. Take a look at that.
Wow.
I mean, pretty good.
Try it with the mustard.
Oh, awesome. Let me try it with the mustard. Very salty. Well, no, honestly, I can't do it anymore. It's too salty.
It's a bummer. Here, let me take a video of this. Too salty.
This is Hunt Brothers Pizza, the official game day pizza for North Carolina. So let's give this a bite. First impressions, looks kind of average, to be honest. 5. It's fast. That wraps up episode 2 of Stadium Reviews here at Kenan Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels in Chapel Hill. It was a beautiful stadium. Home team got the dub over Pittsburgh. They played well. I'll have to pass it to future me for the full review, but overall good experience.